Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Infected. It has been a while. We have not been in this game in quite some time, actually. There was an issue with it. That's already full. There was an issue with it. I couldn't get it to load for about a week. I did end up figuring that out with the help of Google, of course. Everyone um, knows that when you can't figure out something, you just Google it, and hopefully there's an answer there. There was an answer there. We did get it fixed. We are out and about this morning. It is 8:41 a.m. There is a Vambies somewhere beating on something. Where are you? Possibly up here. Not quite sure what's going on. Probably should have out a weapon. Maybe over here? I mean, that was very, very loud. I don't know what's going on here, guys. Are we in the middle of a swarm or something? Seems like there's a bunch of these guys out this morning. I don't even know where they are. Ooh, there's some hands. Some handsy hands. I'll harvest you. You did take my arrow as well. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's that. We are freezing, freezing, freezing. We are in winter, of course. We're still in December. And yeah, we are in winter. Very cold out. Very snowy, very cold. Let's go ahead and get on some warmer clothing here. Let's take the winter jacket and the snow pants. And that's about it. We can't put on the shirt because we have the jacket on. That should keep us a bit warmer. So first things first today, guys, I am debating on building the pump. What's it called? The pump thingy. Excuse me. The oil pump. So this thing is huge, by the way. And I wanted to place it on a platform, kind of like the greenhouse and the power station. But I wasn't quite sure on where to put it. You can place it on these rocks, but I really want it on a platform. It's very noisy, so I don't want it extremely close by the base. Let's just have a little look here and see what we can come up with. So with power being like right there, it would be easier to get power to it. However, it really doesn't matter as long as you place the proper stuff. You can get power nearly anywhere. So what if we place it kind of like, well, it has to be on here, and it wouldn't make sense to make it extremely huge. Um, Next question. Should we even place it on a platform? I'm not so sure we should. It wouldn't look right, would it? Placeables. Let's just try this again. Oil pump. Um, I really liked it kind of, hanging over the edge a bit. Pumpy thing going up and down over there. I wish we could back up a bit from it so we could see the entire thing, but it doesn't seem to want to work that way. This thing is huge, by the way. Very, very big. Very noisy as well. Let's go over and have a little look over here and see how it looks. It would be more out of the way over here. Right on the edge of the water. Without a platform, it would make it difficult to get power there, of course. We would have to build something there just to make it look natural, I guess. We could build like a platform maybe around the back side of it in the water so that it would look like a service area. Yeah, maybe we could do that. I actually kind of like it right there on the edge of the water. It's just hanging out. It's not really in the way or anything like that. There's a ladder on this side, so we could potentially just place a couple of platforms around it maybe, and that would make it look like it was being, a place to be serviced. Something like that. This would probably there's a fish down there. Have to be built in the summer because it's sort of underwater actually. Can't place one there. And we can't place one there. That's okay. It goes into the rock. That is fine with me. Is this actually underneath the water or is it just right on the surface of the water? Because I'm a bit curious about that. I think it would look bad underneath the water. We'll just have to see how that works out. And that would give us a place to put some type of... Pretty sure that's under the water, guys. Let me know. I'm not going to build it today. Just messing around with something here, some ideas. I think it'll look okay, though, with that platform kind of around the outside edge of it. Let me know what you guys think about it. I think it looks okay. What is on the ice over there? A bird? A fish? A bird. Let's go ahead and grab it and get our arrow back. We have some feathers now. We can make a few more arrows. That's nice. Nice to have. Okay, so I did work on getting a bit more power. So we have a little bit more up and going now. If there wasn't a need for the fridge, we could almost run the pumping station, so we wouldn't need as much biofuel. That's the whole point of this. It allows these things to run continuously without the need for biofuel. Not really getting a lot from these guys anymore. The stone is the most beneficial way to use these, or in my opinion, it is. I really like the stone that comes, the amount of stone that comes from there. I think it makes it more worthwhile to me. Let's go ahead and empty this one and just place it over there. So without the fridge, if we didn't have the fridge going, we have 145 power available currently, and that is without the mixer going. So if we could turn off the fridge, if we didn't have anything in there, which we do, I wouldn't want to do that right now because the onion soup would all go bad. But if we didn't need it, there was a time when we just absolutely did not need it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How did you get in? Why are you in here? We cannot be friends. No, we're not friends. You are not friendly. I need a girlfriend, but we're not really friends. We can't be friends. I need someone to go shopping with in some of these towns. You know, someone to hang out with. Girls' day out. Yeah, that would be fun. However, I think we're a guy character in this game. I don't hear any sound from them, but I don't think there's a girl character. That definitely looks like man hands, but you never know. Anyway. Yeah, just me rambling and being silly. Let me go get my cart. We'll finish up these banisters around the steps. That's been needing done for a while now. Probably going to have to get a few more logs out here. That's okay as well. I've been meaning to make these for quite some time. I just never really found the time to do it or made the time to do it. Let's move you back here. We'll get that one completed. We're going to need a few more logs, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and chop down another tree here. That's okay. We don't need these trees in the way anyway. I love that they come back so often. It does make for easier building here. I do think after we get this pumping station up and going, we are going to be moving to a different location. I actually thought about building kind of up close to the aluminum area and the different sort of biome. I think it'll look okay up there. I think it'll be different. Really want to build something just for the sake of building, guys. Really enjoy building in this game. It's a lot of fun, and I don't mind it at all. I'd really like making the different designs and all of that. Okay, there's that. Did also place a few more storage racks up here. We were running out of room for everything except for the stuff we actually need. Aluminum, cobalt, copper, of course, things like that. We do have some more cobalt here that needs refined. We have some copper here. We don't have any aluminum. We went out to the extractors again. We got everything. I did place a lot more stuff And the forge, we are overheating now. Let me go ahead and put the dry bricks away in here. I need to make a few more of those. Not sure exactly what I had in mind to do with those. I think it was to take those and make a forge in the new area that we're going to be building in. I think that was the plan for those. I did also finish these chairs down here. Didn't have enough planks or nails at the time, but I could finish that as well as the coal heater out here as well. And have that little area completed behind the greenhouse. I do have the nails for it now. I think I only needed 4 planks. I could do that as well. The bark chips go up here. You go away because we don't have a need for you right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get up here and get some iron. Planks, nails, iron. Probably going to need some screws for the heater. Come on. There you are. Well, I didn't mean to jump all the way up there. Yeah, I did need some screws for that. Let's go back and get those. We'll finish that as well. Nails, place you in there. Do need just 10 of you guys. Okay, didn't need all of those. There's no point in taking the entire stack. Let's go ahead and get these guys in here and get this completed as well. And that is sort of like the little fire pit out here. I really wish we could make... well, I know what we could have done, and I didn't even think of that. We could have placed a fire out here, actually. Placeables, food. We could have had a fire pit right here. You know, we really could have done that. It wouldn't look normal, natural, hanging out on this wood. But we could have done it, nonetheless. Okay, so I think everything over here has been upgraded, with the exceptions of the railings. I think those can also be upgraded, but I do think they're cement only. The railings up there needed to be upgraded, but I like the contrast from the bricks to the wood. I really enjoy that. I think it looks good. I hope you guys are enjoying this build as well. We could also upgrade the flooring, the stairs here with more concrete. I don't like the texture of it. It sort of looks like this, and I do not like how it looks. To me, it could have been a prettier texture, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so what else are we going to do today, guys? I want to show you how to make the onion soup, but I don't know if we have any onions available. None there, none there. We probably should have. These cans are going to go bad pretty soon, guys. 12 hours on this one. That's a bit scary. We're almost out of food as well. We need to do a bit of hunting today. Let's just have a bit of protein. However, we do have all of this out here, all these fish. We haven't touched those. But again, it's only December. We still have a couple months of this cold weather. I do have these on the longest day possible. I think it's like 300 minutes per day or something like, or per month or something like that. I didn't hear the screamy scream, but I hope you're dead. Okay, sometimes those guys do jump back up and do weird stuff. That's been my experience with them anyway. Let's put you away. Let's go up here and put the clay away as well. Let's turn that into actual clay. 10 clay soil on the workbench gives you 10 pieces of clay, which is nice to have. We are getting a pretty good collection of clay from our clay extractor. Not horrible at all. What are you? Copper? Let's go ahead and put you away over here as well. We have an extra little bit of copper that we could have refined. A couple of stone on us. Not too bad at all. I'm going to be getting way overheated, so I probably should take off the snow pants. Just put them back on the shelf here. And you as well. Get rid of you also. I thought about just going across the water over here and building, but I really think that this particular biome would look good. You know, it's something different, something that I've not seen anyone build in. Um, Probably would be a bit more difficult, you know, getting a lot of trees and a lot of wood. There's a little bit of water right here as well. We could always build around this. And it would be, you know, close to the crocodiles here. Oh, sorry, down here. It would be close to, well, close, not really. It wouldn't be close to those guys at all. We could potentially build over here as well. This is pretty flat area if I remember correctly. A lot of room to build here. We could do that. We would be close to all of the ores, the copper, the cobalt, and the aluminum as well. I really wouldn't want to move this extractor from here. I probably should get out and check this area out a bit. I might do that off camera. It would be closer to the swamp area. But anyway, we'll do that in another episode. Is our spear needing sharpened at all? Not really. The bow isn't doing great. Let's check on the axe and pickaxe. We're doing really, really well. We need a lot of oil. I have been letting this run constantly. Really want to get some more plastic up and going because we are using a lot of it. The oil is nice to have anyway. In the event we need to build again, and we're going to, we'll have that to build like the pumping station and all of that. I wonder if the water would work from here to a new greenhouse. Very curious about that. Just put you in there. So there's not really a lot left to do down here, guys. We have nearly all of the, if not all, of the tech. We do have all of the tech books, sorry. But I think we have all of the benches that we can make, as well as, with the exception of the pumping station, all of these guys also. So there's not really a lot we can do down here. This series is coming to an end if we don't decide to build somewhere else. But there's also the option that we could start over with season 4. Day 54, we've done really well. We've been at it for a few days. It's not horrible. There's always the option that we could just start a new season, start over from scratch in a new location, not have all of the tech. It would make traveling back to the cities a bit more meaningful and necessary. It would make the struggle a bit more. I think that's the part of the games that I do really enjoy is the struggle. I'm looking for deer. There's always a deer out here in this particular location. I really need the meat, guys. Getting pretty hungry. We're getting pretty low on food back at the base. The drying rack would need to be emptied or a couple new ones built. Probably would just build a few more. Because when the fish is off the drying rack, we could use the drying rack to dry all of the meat from one animal at a time. Ooh, there's something right there. Not exactly what we were hopeful for. Raccoon. Number 3. Yeah, that was the spear. Oh dear. Is this going to be the slow walk back home as well? Oh dear. This raccoon is not this heavy, guys. And we're freezing. I'll toss it in the road and go back and get the cart or the truck and just, you know, deal with it that way. I'll toss it right here with these logs. That way it'll be easier to be seen. And hopefully nothing comes by to pick it up. So let's get back inside, get our truck, get back out here and get this animal. The truck is the only reason that I wouldn't want to start over. It was very difficult to get. It took me forever to get it. I really am enjoying it. And we don't stay warm in the truck at all. But it shouldn't take very long to get out there. Our health is looking okay. Where are you, raccoon? I know you're out here somewhere. We just passed it. Let's put the tailgate down on this truck. Toss you up there. You look a lot bigger. You definitely look a lot bigger up there. It's a bit weird. I guess we'll get some meat from that. I don't know if there's trees behind me or not. But I know I hear a Vambies somewhere. Let's just get back in here and close the gate. Close the gate on the Vambi. Not bad at all. Whew, that was scary. I hear you beating on something. And I'm freezing still. We're losing quite a bit of health. That's not surprising. Don't know where he was or where he went or where he died. Can I harvest him anywhere? Is that his little tiny foot hanging out there? It was. There was an ore involved. That was nice. Okay, let's get inside. And we will get our raccoon pretty quickly. Throw it on the bench and harvest it. Yeah, we've not really had a lot going on today, guys. We did a little tiny bit of building in here. That's about it. Not had a lot going on. Not a lot left to do in the series. We could fill up the racks, but what's the point, you know? I do want to get the pumping station up and going. That's going to require a lot of iron. We could take what we have out there, place it in there. Don't know if we're way too heavy. We are. We'll leave 3 behind. I think it takes a lot of iron out here. I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure it takes a lot of iron. Okay, let's just start throwing it in there. 50 iron ingots. Not bad. We don't have 50. We have 29. It definitely seemed like we had more than 29 ingots there on that shelf, but I guess not. I did have some more over here, or at least I thought I did. We have way too many fragments, guys. No, don't have any more. Do have 3 more over there. We could start refining some of these fragments and get that done. Let's just do 10. No coal in there. No fuel in there. It doesn't have to be coal, it just has to be fuel. So there was none in there. By the way, a lot of you did mention that you can use, and I don't know if that's even, is it a recipe in the book? But you guys did let me know that there was a way to replace the lighter. It was 1 iron fragment on the anvil, I think, if I remember correctly. That was what you guys had said. I had no idea that you could replace it, but it's very, very nice to know that. There is a recipe here. 1 iron fragment. Default inventory item used to start fires. It doesn't say where you have to craft it, so I'm curious. I might even just craft one. Yeah, let's go ahead and get one crafted. We have a fragment. We can always, store it. We don't have to have it in our backpack just because we make it. Is it here that we need to do that? Yeah, we can just craft it on the anvil. What about in our inventory if we don't have this particular item? Can we just craft it here? You can craft it there as well. What about on a workbench? You can craft it nearly anywhere, guys. What about here? You cannot craft it on the advanced workbench. That's interesting. Nor can you craft it on the chemistry station. But on any of the basic locations, you can craft it there. Let's just go ahead and craft it, just so we'll see if it's any different than the one we had. Doesn't appear to be so. This is our original. This is the one that we got from crafting. Yeah, not bad at all. So if you lose your lighter, that was a question that I did ask, you can craft a new one. Very, very lovely. Let's go ahead and grab some more fragments here. An entire row of fragments makes 10 exact. Let's go ahead and get these guys in here refining. And we'll take these 3 out with us as well. We have a lot of fragments in here, not a big deal. That's the reason I had to stop the stone grinder from working. It was just way too much of it. So we only need 8 more of those. We need 20 steel ingots though, honestly, and we need lots of electrical parts and lots of mechanical parts. The only thing we're going to have to work on is the electrical parts. We don't have 20 plastic. We don't have 20 copper, nor do we have 20 cobalt. We only have 10 cobalt there. We don't have 10 in here, so there's that. We could probably do the copper. Maybe we could probably have enough copper to have 20 of those. Steel ingots. Steel. How to make steel. We need 10 of these guys. There was 9 here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so maybe I had one in my inventory and didn't realize. We need 10 lead. I think there might be lead here too. I think that's right. Let's go ahead and get that crafted. Let's just drop them on here. Steel alloy. 1 lead, 1 iron ore gives you a steel alloy that you place onto the forge and refine that if you did not know how to get steel. The lead must be mined inside the cave, and the iron you can get from the nodes inside the cave or from the extractor that's outside that you can also use to get the stone. There's that. You can get those from either of those 2 places. Okay, we have more iron here. We only needed 8, so we can place some of that away. Put 2 over here. Probably we'll work on getting some more stuff refined. So I am going to go ahead and build this thing as much as possible. And then we'll see how this looks down here if it's under the water. If it is, I'm just going to raise it up a bit. We can delete it from here. I might just raise it up a bit anyway. I think it would look better if we did that. Just so it's barely sticking out of the water. It doesn't necessarily have to be like up really tall. I think it would still look okay. I don't want it underneath the water at all. Let's go ahead and get back in here. Got the steel going again. We need 10 more of these guys and 10 more lead. So we need 20 iron to get this done. Let's go ahead and get these guys working again. Doesn't take very long to craft the steel alloy. It's just repetitive. So let's go ahead and just get this over with. Get this placed into the oil pump. And then hopefully I'll show you guys how it works. Maybe in the next episode if we are at that point where we can do that. Okay, more steel there. This is just popping in completed. Let's go ahead and get this on here, get it refining. And I think we will be okay with that. I think that's all that's needed. I think it was 20. Let's go ahead and get this placed over here. And let's see what's next. We need mechanical parts. So we're definitely going to have more iron refined. We might need to get the other forge up and going just so we can get this done a bit quicker. Let's take a piece of coal with us. I did move them. I think that's where the fuel went. Let's take all of these guys, get them on the other forge. We'll probably have to start the stone grinder again pretty soon. That's okay if we do. And then I'll put the lighter down here in this crate with all of the important things that I have. This extra lighter, just place it down here in the corner. I did just want to show you guys that you could craft a new one. If you're like me and you're terrified of losing yours, that is an option. We do have some fragments in here, but let's go ahead and get this turned back on and let it do its thing. Excuse me, allergies are horrible right now where I live. There's lots of people complaining about it. My mom is also suffering with allergies right now and sinus issues. Um, Lots and lots of people are complaining about allergies right now. Okay, so we have everything working here. The steel is coming in. That's lovely. Um, have I shown you guys how to make electrical parts yet? I'm not quite sure. I know I have some plastic here. I have 5. We probably have 5 copper and 5 cobalt upstairs. I think we could work on at least 5 of these guys. Let's get these in here. The steel, it's completed. This is a lot of work, guys. This particular piece of equipment is a very, very end game. It's like the last day. Okay, as you can see, I have been doing some work overnight. It is now 6:30 in the morning. I've done some work overnight forging, getting everything filled up as much as possible, and we are completely out of everything from this, not counting the coal crate because it obviously still has coal in it. Everything from this side over, with the exceptions of the glass and the coal, is now empty. We have about, well, I thought we actually had fragments. We have 4 fragments. We have no iron. We have no aluminum, no cobalt, no copper. We do have a crate of nearly full of glass, which stacks now. Very, very lovely. And then, of course, we have dry bricks, clay, and sand over here. That's about it. When you think you have a ton of resources, you really don't have as many as you thought you did. But we need mechanical parts, so I'm going to go ahead and work on some of those. It's just 1 iron ingot on the advanced workbench, and that's how you make mechanical parts. I will also work on getting some of the electrical components done as well, and hopefully we can see this thing through. We also did place a couple more drying racks because I needed to get the raccoon killed and butchered and drying out here. I did place a couple more of those. They do take sticks and rope if I can get that to go in there. Sticks, rope, and an iron ingot, and I didn't bring enough rope or iron ingots. I still need 2 iron ingots for that. Let's go ahead and put all these sticks back over here. Did bring too many of those. We do need 2 more pieces of rope. The stone can go out here as well. Just trying to clear out my inventory a bit. Let's go ahead and keep this thing full because we really, really want the fragments here. We're desperate for those. We desperately need those. We don't have any iron fragments left at all. Let's go ahead and press H and get rid of the sand. We don't need it. We have probably a crate and a half up here. We need a couple more iron ingots down here for the drying rack. Let's go ahead and get that completed, hopefully. You're done, and well, if I could get to you, you are done as well. When we get the fish off the drying rack, I'm not sure how long these guys are even going to last up here, but when we get them off the drying rack, we will be able to dry an entire bear or deer or whatever at once, making it a little more beneficial to kill those bigger animals. And the bears always love us anyway. This is not a lot of meat, but it is still meat nonetheless, and we do need it. I'm just going to put the liver in the fridge because we don't need it right away. This piece of meat, I'm going to throw you up here as well on this drying rack. Put the liver in the fridge. This is what the fridge is great for. It does stop the timer on any of this stuff going bad. As you can see when we place it in here, it still has 29 minutes and 27 seconds. To get that from the fridge to the pan or to the stove or whatever you're going to cook that on, it's lovely. Very, very exciting. Let's go ahead and get our hands washed out here. Oh dear. We can't wash our hands out here. Apparently we still can wash our hands in the frozen water. Our hands are probably now frozen, but that is... Whoa! Number 4. Go ahead and take care of this guy as well. Well, you're creepy. Looking in windows or trying to. Very, very weird. We can't have that. Let's take all this stuff. Wasn't a lot of resources, but it is what it is. We'll take all of these as well. And the clay has stopped running. That is okay as well. We have lots of clay. We're not doing horrible on clay. We're not really doing horrible on anything except for aluminum. And we just cannot seem to get enough aluminum, guys. Not much stone in that. Let's get all of these ores up here and get everything placed away where it goes. 4 iron, couple of fragments, not great. Not horrible, but not great. A stick, we can put that down here. Let's get, we have our mechanical parts. The bone, we don't need that. We'll throw that out, as well as the animal fat. We don't need it either. Wait, I think we're actually keeping some fat. Yes, we are. Rope, we'll throw that in there. Plastic parts. We have 15 plastic parts. I don't think we have 15 copper or 15 cobalt. Maybe we do. Let's go ahead and grab some of you. We'll take 10 for now and 10 here. So it's 1 copper, 1 cobalt, and 1 plastic on the advanced workbench. Okay, 1, no. 1 and 1. Okay. Take you, you, and you again. We'll just get these crafted. Okay, so we went back out to the cobalt mines. We got enough cobalt and refined it to make the rest of the electrical components that we needed. We made some more plastic. It was 15 oil cans, 25 bark chips. We'll give you 5 plastic. Very expensive, I know. I would hate to add up all of the resources that it does take to make this oil pump. I know we were doing really well with resources and we're not doing so well now, but that's okay. We will actually have this completed. Oh no. Oh no. Missed one. Let's go back. Yeah, I was a little bit premature on the excitement there. That's okay. We'll get there. We will get this done. Wonderful. Okay. Let's get back over here and get this completed now, hopefully. Not excited as much. The big reveal. Oil, O-I-L, pump, P-U-M-P. Can I accept you now? Yes. And there we have it, guys. That is the oil pump up and going. Very lovely. So now I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.